Members of the panel arrive. Top on the list is the Lekki shooting, and Mr. Adeshino Ogunlana makes appearance for the EndSARS protesters. His appearance is rejected by the opposing counsel on the grounds that the EndSARS protesters are not a legal entity.
Well, we cannot have somebody appearing for a body that is not known to law, that has no leader, no structure.
Mr. Ogunlana, however, identifies some representatives of the EndSARS protesters.
We have Victoria Oniru. We have Dabira. It's going to do wonders, yeah? Dabira Ayuku, AYUKEU, and as well as Perpetua Ibu and Chuku.
At this point, retired Justice Doris Okuwobi rules that Mr. Ogunlana's representation will be allowed. The panel proceeds to watch the footage from the CCTV camera. The footage started at 12 a.m. on October the 20th, showing movement of vehicles within the Tollgate area, cars parked at different places, a group of protesters scattered around the Tollgate. After about 4 hours of watching the Lekki footage, the opposing counsel tells the panel that there is no relevance in watching the footage from the time in question. An argument ensues again.
There is a time frame of relevance, which is not the incident that happened for about 12 days, but what happened from 4 o'clock on the 20th when coffee was imposed by the government of Lagos till the end of that day.
I want to believe that from that briefing, which I believe would have been appropriate from his client, he should be able to tell relevant timeline in respect of certain events that must have occurred.
With Mr. Ogunlana asking the panel to avail him the footage to watch.
We are not at par as at this moment. We are not at par. They have had the opportunity of studying. I don't know whether the panel itself has looked at this thing. It's only this side. I have not looked at it. I'm not opposed to receiving a copy.
At the end, the chairman made her ruling.
Mr. Ogunlana has accepted to be given a copy of the footage for his viewing, and until that is done, I do not foresee any possibility of an agreement as to what areas that will be concentrated on. It is not beneficial for the panel parties and even the press to be held down to view 16 more hours of the content of the footage.
Thereafter, the chairman rules on a motion filed by Mr. Ogunlana asking for protection, claiming that his life is threatened. She states that there is no evidence to show that his allegations are true. While the panel watched the footage, a small group of students under the aegis of the National Association of Nigerian Students staged a peaceful protest outside the Lagos Court of Arbitration. They say they are protesting the killing of their fellow student Unifade Pelumi, who at the time of his death worked as an intern with Boha TV, an online television station. He was killed on October the 24th, allegedly by the Lagos State Task Force, while covering an attempted burglary by hoodlums at a government facility at Abattoir Okwoba area of Agege. The protesters, however, left shortly after their lawyer addressed them. Victoria Idowu, Channels Television News.